On the sixth Sunday of Easter, allow me to share with you my bishop's crest. Traditionally, bishops have a crest as well as a motto to accompany the crest. First, a little bit about the crest. On the left, you will see the image of the diocesan crest, which includes the image of the phoenix rising from the ashes and is referenced by Saint Clement of Rome, a successor to Peter the Apostle. The phoenix stands above Camelback Mountain. And finally, the cross above is taken from the crest of the Diocese of Tucson to signify that it was from the territory of Tucson that the Diocese of Phoenix was carved in 1969. Now on the right is my crest, which shows a gold background drawn from the gold crest of the Diocese of San Diego, from which I came. On the upper portion of the crest, you see a blue field with crested moons, both drawn from the Dolan family crest. The central feature of my crest is the Sacred Heart of Jesus with the crown of thorns and an open wound, representing the passion and death of Jesus. The outer portion of the crest includes an ancient hat worn by bishops and 12 tassels representing the apostles and acknowledging that bishops are successors of the apostles. Finally, there is my motto, which reads, "Abide in my love." This quote is drawn from our gospel for this Sunday. In the Gospel of John, we hear Jesus say, "As the Father loves me, so I also love you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love." I chose for my motto, "Abide in my love," or "Remain in my love," in memory of my ordaining bishop, Leo Maher, who reflected on these words shortly before he died. I was moved by that and always had that as a part of my prayer life. Returning to the Sacred Heart on my crest, I intentionally made sure that the heart was pierced. As I reflected on these words throughout my priestly life, "Abide in my love," I noticed that Jesus never said, "Remain" or "Abide in my heart." The pierced side of the Sacred Heart reminds me of the purpose of a heart, which must necessarily pump forth blood into the body, in our case, the body of Christ, the Church. As disciples within the Church, we are sent from his heart and into the bosom, and then to the limbs, and finally to the periphery or extremities of the whole body of Christ, only to return again to be cleansed, fed, and refreshed, and then to be sent out again. This is the nature of our Mass, which is the source and the summit of all that we do. Rather than abiding in his heart, we are sent from the altar of Christ, the source of our love, and into the world to proclaim the gospel with our lives, only to return to the altar of Christ, the summit of our love, and then sent out again. All the while, we remain or abide in his love. Abiding in his love is active. We don't remain in his heart. We remain in his love as we journey forth into the bosom, into the extremities of the body of Christ.